Okay, so this is a Parrot AR drone.
Remote-controlled helicopters meet the 21st century.
More of like a toy hobbyist version of what government and law enforcement and others are using, but it's not a whole lot different.
But don't let the hobbyist version fool you. This device is equipped with radar to detect height above ground, LED lights on the sides to detect direction, and can operate for 6 to 10 minutes on battery charges. Bigger versions have batteries that can last hours. The small aircraft, encased in styrofoam to protect sensitive technology, features some of the latest technology in surveillance. Being that tech nut, it's something he had to buy.
It's not something that we were planning on using in any real sort of capacity, but we have actually done a little bit of like looking at ventilation systems and that kind of stuff with it, just because all of a sudden we thought, well, how are we going to get 30 feet up there? Hey, I've got this toy at home. So we have actually put it to use a couple of times.
The device's camera transmits live streaming video, allowing for a real-time bird's eye view. The video streamed from the drone can easily be recorded at the same time.
As well as the camera that's on the front of it. And as we rotate and move it, it'll just track with it.
Personal drones can fly several hundred feet up into the air. They have standard definition and full HD cameras depending on the product you buy. They've attracted the attention of hobbyists, but also the attention of lawmakers.
The concern is that putting this technology in the wrong hands could turn an eye into a spy. Bigger versions can even allow pre-programmed flight plans with GPS. House Bill 48 was introduced in January. It would establish something called Preserving Freedom from Unwarranted Surveillance Act. State Representative Casey Guernsey filed the bill, which would prohibit unmanned aircraft from cruising over ranches and farms, gathering information without a warrant. The act does not prohibit the use of drones by law enforcement if, quote, swift action to prevent imminent danger to life is necessary.
We've built a consumer product. We haven't built a commercial product. The maximum operating distance is less than 200 feet, and it's very much designed for consumer and hobby use.
The FAA governs personal consumer drones the same way it does with model planes. They must be kept below 400 feet, in line of sight, and away from airports. The FAA does not, however, have the resources to enforce the privacy of neighbors. Overhead airspace is generally considered open to the public. The legal dilemma is something Murphy understands. He doesn't use it for spying, and he admits some kind of regulation may be best for everyone.
If we're taking off, the airport is, just a mile up the road. If somebody's taking off there and they're using a helicopter here to look at football practice so that the football team can figure out how to better their game, those two vehicles in the same airspace in an area that's not controlled by a tower or anything else, there is no way to know what would happen there.
A special permit is not required, and anyone can buy these aircrafts. And the word is spreading among technology lovers.
I believe that we are, the style of item that people are generally concerned about at that level, and with a maximum distance or operating distance of less than 200 feet, you can only do so much with the product.
Peter George works for Parrot, a company which is at the forefront of the personal drone market. The company has grown tremendously in just the last few years. Since 2011, the market for drones has exploded because the technology is so much cheaper now. He admits they're watching those proceedings on the state and federal level closely.
Market 2.5 years, as I said, we've sold hundreds of thousands of this product, and our sales today are as good as they've ever been. The majority of our sales, the number one country for us in this product is the US.
He says the specifications of the Parrot drones are nowhere near as technical to pose an immediate threat to privacy. But as technology evolves, could that change?
And it's impossible to keep ahead of that guy. So there has to be some kind of legislation that, one, keeps it safe for everybody, and two, keeps people from using it for nefarious purposes.
Greg Miller, Fox 26, KNPN.